Hello my dear students, welcome back to chemistry class better. In the last part we have seen about the electron dot structures of cyclopentane and cyclohexane. Both are important, and also structure of benzene. Along with hydrocarbons, alkanes, alkenes and alkynes. That one we have seen in the last class. Okay? Yes. So in this class I am going to show you mainly about the friendly nature of carbon. How can you say carbon is the friendly element? That one I am going to give the explanation. After that, functional group. What is meant by functional group? That is very important for you. Functional group. Okay na? Yes. So let me consider first of all, how can you say carbon contains friendly nature? Ready? Yes. Along with proof I am going to tell you now. So carbon is a very friendly element because of the reason is carbon can form bonds with carbon and hydrogen. First suppose example is I am going to consider that your well-known example, that is nothing but ethane. What? Ethane. The formula of ethane is C2H6. The elaboration structure is C bond C, every carbon connected to how many hydrogens nana? 3 hydrogens. First carbon connected to 3 hydrogens, second carbon also connected to 3 hydrogens. Okay, right. Now listen carefully. So carbon can form bonds with other carbon. Okay, carbon can form bonds with other carbon. Friendly nature. Carbon can form bonds with other hydrogen atoms. Okay, carbon can form bonds with hydrogen atoms. Not only one bond, multiple bonds are there. Okay, now yeah, listen carefully. So friendly nature ka meaning combination or mixing or mingle or bonding. Yes or no beta? Here also same thing. Carbon is a very friendly element because it can form bonds with other carbon atoms and it can form bonds with what number of hydrogens like this. Carbon with hydrogen, carbon bond H, carbon bond H. Yes or no? So my thing is here I want to say the main point is carbon can form bonds not only with carbon and hydrogen. It can form bonds with some other elements. So carbon can form bonds with other elements. The other elements are known as, first suppose you can consider nitrogen, and you can consider carbon can form bonds with sulfur, and carbon can form bonds with oxygen, and carbon can form bonds with halogens. What is the symbol of halogen? X. In that place you can write chlorine and fluorine and bromine and iodine as you wish. So carbon can form bonds with not only with carbon and hydrogen, it can form bonds with other atoms like nitrogen and sulfur and oxygen and halogens like chlorine, fluorine, bromine and iodine. So carbon can form bonds with number of other atoms. All such other atoms, we have to be say that they are known as heteroatoms. This is important for you. So try to say examples of heteroatoms which are present in organic substances. That is nothing but the nitrogen and sulfur and oxygen and halogen. All these atoms are known as what beta? Heteroatoms. Okay, so carbon can form bonds with not only with carbon and hydrogen, it can form bonds with heteroatoms also. Okay, now due to this condition, due to this nature only, we are saying that carbon contains friendly nature. Okay, so question is, sir, how that carbon forms bonds with other carbon and hydrogen? We have written so many examples, we know very well. But how that carbon forms bonds with heteroatoms? That one I am going to show the example. Are you ready? Yes. First suppose, here I am going to consider one example. The example is nothing but the CH3 bond NH2. CH3 bond NH2. The name of this compound is called methylamine. In this methylamines, carbon bonded to what nana? Nitrogen. So connected with heteroatom. Next example is I am going to consider that CH3 bonded to SH. CH3 bonded to SH. This is called methyl thiol. OH means ol, but this is SH. SH means thiol. I will tell you in functional group. So carbon can connect it to what, Nana? Yes, also. So sulfur heteroatom satisfied. Carbon can bonds with what? Other heteroatom. You suppose oxygen. Yes, I am going to write the example. CH3 bonded to OH. This is methyl alcohol. This is methyl thiol. Carbon can form bonds with what, Nana? Heteroatom. The heteroatom is nothing but oxygen. Next example I am going to tell you. Okay, any heteroatom you can consider. First, suppose the example is CH3 bonded to Cl, methyl chloride. If you write Br, methyl bromide. We can write I, methyl iodide. Means carbon can form bonds with other heteroatom, that is nothing but halogen. So based on this story, we can exactly say that carbon contains friendly nature. It is a very friendly element because of carbon can form bonds with not only with carbon and hydrogen, carbon can form bonds with other heteroatoms like nitrogen and sulfur and oxygen and chlorine. Based on this, we have to say that 100% carbon will be a friend of ours also, because of our completely, okay, now living organisms are completely made of with what, Nana? Organic substances. All they are made with what? Carbon. Yes. Now I am going to discuss about the functional group. This is very important for you. What is mean by functional group? Like the definition they are going to ask you. Write the functional group of aldehyde, like that question. Give the functional group of carboxylic acid, like that question they are going to ask you. Okay, na? Yes. Now we have to be focused on the definition. But before going to go the definition, we have to consider the example. Okay, na? Yeah. So let me consider one example. First, suppose that is nothing but the CH3 bonded to CH2, CH2 bonded to OH. Okay ना, CH3 bond CH2 और H2C कैसे भी लिख सकते हैं, that is as you wish ना. Okay, CH3 bond CH2, CH2 bonded to OH. What is the name of this compound? One carbon means methyl and two carbons are there, so we have to say that ethyl. Ethyl group connected to heteroatom oxygen, but the group is nothing but alcohol. Name of this compound is called ethyl alcohol. Let me consider another example. CH3 bonded to CH2, CH2 bonded to C. Again, वहाँ पर भी two carbons are there. Two carbon means we have to write that ethyl, but ethyl group connected to Cl. So simply we can say that ethyl chloride. What we can say? Ethyl chloride. Now listen carefully. What is the atom? Cl is the atom. What is the group here? OH is the group. Bas. Listen carefully. CH3, CH2OH, nothing but ethyl alcohol. It is an organic substance. It is the organic compound. So, the properties of the organic compound we can decide on the basis of only what, Nana? Functional group. So, in first compound, the functional group is nothing but what, Nana? OH. OH is here going to be act as functional group. And in second compound, yes, the special atom is there, the heteroatom is nothing but Cl. This is we have to say that what, Nana? Functional group. So what is the use of functional group? Okay, I am going to tell you the definition. Functional group is nothing but the functional group is nothing but it may be an atom or it may be a group of atoms. Functional group is nothing but an atom, and also we can say that a group of atoms which will decides the properties of the organic substances. They are known as what, Nana? Functional group. So once again, functional group is nothing but an atom. So as per example, what is the atom? Chlorine atom. And we can say that Functional group is equals to the group of atoms. Here two atoms are there in that group. One is O, one more is H atom. So functional group is nothing but an atom, and also we can say that functional group is nothing but a group of atoms. A group of what, Nana? Atoms, which will decides the, and also we can say that which will determines the properties. So properties of the organic substances, they can be determined by the use of a particular atom or a group of atoms. Such atoms or group of atoms, we have to be said that they are nothing but what, Nana? Functional groups. So definition: an atom or a group of atoms which are present in a molecule, they will decide the property of the organic substance. They are known as what, Nana? Functional groups. So in first compound, what is the first organic substance? I have given here ethyl alcohol. In this ethyl alcohol, which will decide the property? CH3 na beta, CH2 na beta. What is the group? OH. OH is nothing but functional group. So OH, it going to decide the what, Nana? Properties of the organic compound. So we have to say that OH is functional group. And in second molecule, which will decide the property? Cl atom. It will decide the property of the organic substance. So we can say Cl is nothing but functional group. So just one word meaning. Functional group is nothing but maybe a atom or maybe a group, but the condition is they should decide the properties of the organic compound. Such particular atoms and groups, we have to say that functional group. Okay, now yes. Now I am going to give you the examples of functional groups along with their molecular formulas. Let me consider first example. One side I am going to write the functional groups, and another side I am going to write the formulas. Ready, beta? So this is very important for you. Functional groups and their respective formulas. Ready, Nana? Yes. So let me consider first of all the functional group is nothing but the alcohol. What is the functional group? Alcohol. So the alcohol functional group, it will decide the property of the organic substance. So its formula is nothing but OH. You should remember that only. Alcoholic functional group formula OH. OH indicates alcohol functional group, like that. 100% guarantee question. Okay. Next compound I am going to consider that aldehyde is the functional group. So aldehyde will decide the property of the substance. The functional group formula is nothing but the CHO. What, beta? CHO. Next I am going to write the ketones. Ketone is the functional group which will decide the property of the substance, but its formula is bond C double bond O bond. Once again, alcohol formula OH, aldehyde functional group formula CHO, ketone functional group formula simply we have to write C double bond O. Next one is, here I am going to write the formula, another one is carboxylic acid. What, beta? Carboxylic acid. The functional group formula is bond C double bond O OH, bond C double bond O OH. Otherwise shortly we can say that our bond COOH. Any answer you can write down as you wish. So once again, all of you repeat along with me. These four groups are very, very, very important for you as per our NCERT textbook syllabus. I want to give you few more extra. 100% they are also required as, but you have to be focused a lot on that four. Okay. So once again, come on, repeat along with me. What is the alcohol formula? OH. What is the aldehyde functional group formula? CHO. And what is the ketone functional group formula? C double bond O. And what is the functional group formula of carboxylic acids? What is the formula of carboxylic acid? The carboxylic acid, the functional group formula is bond COOH, or we can say COOH, as you wish now. Okay, all of you? Yeah, I am going to continue some other examples. The functional group is sulfonic acid. The functional group is sulfonic acid, but its formula is SO3H. Next one is, I am going to write the compound is nothing but the esters. Which compound? Esters. The formula of ester is bond C double bond O, bond O bonded to R, C double bond O R. Like that simply you can, okay, now read now. C double bond O R. That is the formula of what, Nana? Ester functional group. Next one is, I am going to write here amide. Which compound? Amide. The formula of amide is bond C double bond O, C double bond O, bond NH2, C double bond O, bond NH2. This is your functional group of amide. Next one is, I am going to write here amine. This is amide and this is amine. Amine functional group, its formula is nothing but simply we have to write NH2. The next one is, I am going to write the compound that is nothing but this cyanide. What, Anna? Cyanide is functional group, its formula is nothing but CN. Next one is isocyanide. Above one is cyanide, below one is isocyanide. Mean formula को reverse नहीं करना पड़ेगा. CN becomes NC. CN means cyanide, NC means isocyanide. Next one is, I am going to write that is nothing but the thiol. Alcohol formula OH and thiol formula, that is nothing but the SH. Okay, now beta? Yes. So these are the very important, Nana. And also most important functional group, that is nothing but the Cl. Here halo atom also we can consider. So halo is also a functional group. The symbol is nothing but X. If X is Cl, we have to say that chloro. If X is Br, we have to say that bromo. If X is nothing but I, we have to say that what, Nana? Iodo. What we can say that? Iodo. Okay, na beta? So these are nothing but the names of functional group and their respective formulas. Okay, but you have to focus a lot on this first four and last four. Halo, chloro, bromo, iodo. Next, alcohol, aldehyde, ketone, carboxylic acids. Especially what I have given the star mark, such all functional groups and their formulas you must fix in your mind. Okay, now beta, story about the functional group was clear. So one second definition. Cl atom, Br atom, iodine atom, all they are nothing but the atom. Remaining all they are nothing but the group of atoms. So maybe atoms are a group of atoms. They will decide the properties of the organic substances, or they are known as functional groups. Okay, now beta, I hope you understand that clearly. Good. Now one more question I want to explain here, because of this is the in-text question, textbook inside question. In board exam, most of the questions they are asking from the, okay, now that only. So let me consider the question is, give the structures of following organic substances. Very important question. Okay, yes, one by one I am going to consider the 4 compounds. For the 4 compounds I will give you the name. Try to write the structures. Question is, draw the structures of following substances. Draw the structures of following substances. Let me consider number 1. That is nothing but we have to say that ethanoic acid. Which acid? Ethanoic acid. This is the question they have given and so many times they repeated in exam also. What is meant by ethanoic acid? Ethanoic acid is nothing but IUPAC nomenclature of compound. The compound name you know very well. This is called vinegar acid, and we can say that acetic acid. What beta? Acetic acid. Okay, ethanoic acid. What is the formula of ethanoic acid? So ethanoic acid formula is, they are asking structures na beta. Let me write one short structure. Answer is CH3COOH. Over. So what is the formula of ethanoic acid beta? The formula of ethanoic acid is CH3COOH. That's it. This is short way, but I want to show you now complete elaboration structure. Carbon contains 3 hydrogen. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Yes. Next one is carbon connected to another carbon. Okay, I have written C. Carbon connected to another carbon, C. Carbon contains 2 oxygen. Let me write one oxygen in the form of C double bond O, and one more oxygen is there. That one I am going to write here, and O connected to hydrogen atom. So this is looking like functional group C double bond O, OH, or we can say COOH, carboxylic acid. Which acid? Ethanoic acid, or we can say acetic acid. Okay, now yes, we can say the name of this compound is called what, Nana? We can say the name of this compound is called ethanoic acid, and also we can say that acetic acid. Subject clearly? Yeah. And if you want, you can draw here electron dot structure also. Every hydrogen contains one electron. So electron given by hydrogen, again electron given by hydrogen, electron given by hydrogen. Carbon is tetravalent, and this is 1, and this is 2, and this is 3, and this is 4. Again carbon is tetravalent, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oxygen contains 6 valency electrons. Yes, this is 1 and this is 2. 2 electrons are given for bond. Remaining 4 electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again oxygen contains 6. Okay, but here sharing 2 electrons. Nana. Remaining is nothing but the 4 electrons. Hydrogen contains only 1. So these are the structures of ethanoic acid, and also we can say that acetic acid. Try to remember both the names. Yeah, better. Next compound I am going to give you, suppose that is known as butanone. What is the compound? Butanone. Yes, let me write the structure. But means how many carbon? 4 carbon. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last letter, focus on last letter. Butanone, nothing but one. One means ketone. What is meant by ketone? C double bond O functional group. I have told you now. Yes, butanone means ketone. It contains C double bond O functional group. Plus but single bond N, and this is ketone O. Butane and O. Butanone. Okay, na beta. Now let me write hydrogen. Carbon contain 1 bond. Actually carbon contain total 4. 1 bond connected to carbon. Remaining 3 we have to write hydrogen. Okay, next. And here carbon contain 4 bonds. 1, 2, 3, 4. So don't need to write the hydrogen. See here. Carbon contain 2 bonds. Remaining 2 we have to write the hydrogen atoms. Total 4. Here last carbon contain only 1 bond. Remaining we have to write the what, Nana? 3 hydrogen atoms. Yeah, that is the story of 2-butanone. We can write short formula. Carbon contain 3 hydrogen. Simply we can write CH3. Carbon contain oxygen. Simply we can write 1 oxygen. Next carbon contain 2 hydrogen. We can write CH2. Last carbon contain 3 hydrogen. That one we can write in the form of CH3. Structure of butanone is over. Next one is, I am going to write the structure of hexanol. What beta? Hexanol. I am not saying hexanol. This is hexanol. Okay. Hexa means 6 carbons. You know very well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? Yeah. Listen carefully. So how many carbons are there? 6 carbons. have written 6 carbon. See here, focus. Hexanol means last letter is An. Last letter An means if suffix is An, we have to say that the functional group is nothing but aldehyde. Al means aldehyde. OL means alcohol. That one you have to be focused. Al means aldehyde and OL means alcohol. Okay, now Al means aldehyde. What is the formula of aldehyde? CHO. Or we can write C double bond OH. Or we can say CHO as you wish, Nana. Right. Remaining we have to make the balancing. Carbon contain one bond. Remaining 3 we have to take hydrogen. Carbon contain 2 bond. Remaining only 2 hydrogens will be there. Here also carbon contain 2 bond left and right, and here also we have to write the 2 hydrogen because of total is 4. This carbon also contain 2 bond. Again we have to write the 2 hydrogen. Again here 2 bonds are there. Remaining 2 we have to write the hydrogen. This is your structure of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hexane. But the functional group is aldehyde. That's why they are saying hexanol. Okay. Now start structure I am going to tell you now. First carbon contain 3 hydrogen. We can write CH3. Next carbon contain 2 hydrogen. We can write CH2. Next carbon also contain 2 hydrogen. We can write CH2. So how many carbons they are having? 2 hydrogen. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Okay. Next one is 3. Next one is 4. And last carbon contain C double bond OH, or we can say shortly CHO. This is our structure of what, Nana? Hexanol. Last time final compound. Bromopentane. Give the structure of bromopentane. Give the structure of bromopentane. Yes. Pentamine, how many carbon? 5 carbons. Okay, I am going to write here. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Bromo. They are not saying anything. 1 bromo, 2 bromo, 3 bromo. They are not giving any condition. If they are not written any number means, simply we have to consider Br bonded to first carbon. So 1, this is the first carbon, second carbon, third carbon, fourth carbon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is pentane. Pentane connected to Br, bromopentane. Okay, na beta? Balancing. Carbon contain 2 bond. Remaining 2 hydrogens we have to take. Again, carbon contain 2 bond left, right. Remaining 2 hydrogens we have to take. Here also carbon contain only 2 bond. Left to right we have to write 2 hydrogen. Again, above and below 2 hydrogen. Carbon contain here only 1 bond. Here we have to write the 3 hydrogen. This is your structure of bromopentane. Short form. Short form लिखेंगे. Yes, come and say the short form. C contain 3 hydrogen. We can write CH3. Next C contain 2 hydrogen. We can write CH2. Next C contain 2 hydrogen. Again we can write CH2. Next C contain 2 hydrogen. Again write CH2. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4 CH2s are there. And last CH2 contain Br. Last CH2 contain Br. Simply we can write the Br also, no problem. Only try one. Okay. Exact form and short form. And listen carefully. This part is very, very important for you. The question they asked in the textbook is, write the structure of bromopentane. Okay, we have it. And they ask continuously, bromopentane, can it exhibit structural isomerism or not? Structural isomerism means we know very well. We have discussed in the case of butane and pentane. Butane contain 2 in butane and isopentane, but pentane contain 3 in pentane, isopentane, neopentane. 3 structural isomers are there, na beta? So, like that structural isomers are possible or not? For what? Bromopentane. So, for bromopentane also, we can write number of structural isomers. Number of structural isomers. Okay, but all I don't know, I can't write here. Of course we can write, but we don't need to write all those. Any 1-2 example I want to consider. So question is, bromopentane, can it show structural isomerism or not? So answer is, bromopentane, it can show structural isomerism. We can write many structural isomers. So for bromopentane, many structural isomers are possible. For bromopentane, many structural isomers are possible. Many structural isomers are possible. In that few examples I want to tell you, for suppose many structural isomers are possible. In that number one example, for example number one is Br connected to first carbon. Okay. CH3 bonded to CH2, again bonded to CH2, again bonded to CH2, again bonded to 1, 2, 3, 4, and next one is 5. It connected to Br. What is the Br position? Br bonded to first carbon. Now we can write that Br upon second carbon. Okay, now yes. CH3 bonded to CH2, again bonded to CH2, again bonded to CH, and CH connected to CH3. Here Br connected to first carbon. Now Br shifted to second carbon, and hydrogen shifted to the first one. They are going to shift the right side shifting. Next, now Br we can shift upon the third carbon. Yes, CH3 bonded to CH2. Third carbon is CH2, but we have to write only CH because of one hydrogen shifted to second. Yes, and Br connected to what now? Third carbon. Okay, third carbon ke upar Br shifted from second to 2, and hydrogen shifted from 3 to 2. Means we can write again what now? CH2. And last carbon is something like what now? CH3. Okay, so this is 1 bromopentane. This is 2 bromopentane. This is 3 bromopentane. Like that, etc. Or we can say number of structural isomers we can write for what is the compound beta? Bromopentane. Okay, all of you know? Okay? Yes. So in the next class, I am going to explain about one of the very important topic, that is nothing but the homologous series. 100% there should be one question in SSC exam. What is the series? Homologous series. That we will continue in the next class. Okay?